Alright guys, so by the fact that I had the trailer hooked up and probably the title of this video, you know something's about to go down. And I want to start off, I don't want to hear it. Everyone gets mad at me. I'm not getting another car. I'm trading the E28 for another car. Now the car I'm getting, I'm not keeping. Listen, I'm not keeping. I'm getting it because E28 said the first day I got it, I wanted to sell it because I just want to flip it, get some money, buy a lift, and be happy. But E28, I don't know the market that well, don't know much about the car, but the car I'm trading it for, I do know a lot about. I know the market very, very well, and it'll be way easy for me to get rid of, way easy to sell, and I'll probably get more out of it. So I'm gonna be trading today for a better deal, and that's about it. So don't get mad at me. We're just trying to make some money. Don't worry about it. So let's get the freaking E28 on the trailer and show you guys what car we're picking up today. Here it is, boys.
I'm upset. I'm actually sad.
You ready to push it?
Yeah, I'm ready to do this right now.
How do you feel?
I'm upset, but it's going to the right owner. Do whatever you want to do with it.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm about to cry. This is bad.
Well, there it is. It's a hatch.
Another 240.
Another 240. All right, so this is a 1990 240SX hatch, as you could probably tell. It has a dual cam swap in it, as I've been told. I didn't even look at the damn thing yet. No power steering. It's got a bitchin' mono wiper.
Yup. Wiper for life.
Doesn't have the keys for the door lock, so I can't lock the doors. It doesn't run.
It does not run.
But it used to run, which means it can't be anything too crazy. I don't think you threw a rod in it, so it's got a full ISR exhaust. You know what coils are on it?
ISIS.
Sick. So, yeah. We'll go through it more when we get back to the shop, but there it is, another 240. Don't freak out. Later, guys.
Peace, dude.
Stay hydrated.
Later.
Don't get heat strokes.
Drift it. Have fun with it. Do something with it.
30 minutes later. Huh. Alright, the strut towers look like my S13. Has a full ISR exhaust. This ISR mount is pretty cool. This is a dual cam that was swapped into here. This is a 90, so it originally came with a single cam. But it's cool, they put the factory airbox in and everything. And it doesn't look too bad, actually. Alright, I threw a battery in. Let's see what happens. So he cranks, so that's good. That's something's buzzing, but it doesn't run. Huh. All right, guys. Originally, when I was cranking, I didn't smell fuel. I didn't think it was getting fuel, and so I changed the fuel pump fuse and relays because they're really easy to get to. They're right on top. So when a car doesn't run, a lot of you guys know, figure out what it doesn't have: spark or fuel, and then go from there. Backtrack through the system. If it doesn't have it, and then you can't figure it out, check your grounds and your ECU. Ooh, I heard something. I heard something. Keep these spanked ass plugs. I always keep a new set of plugs inside my 240. Boosted car probs, just in case you foul out some plugs at the track. So I'm gonna throw these in the same spark plugs as the SR20. I gapped them up. See what happens. Guys, so now the ignition kind of died. So the car is getting power, but the ignition is doing nothing. So unfortunately, I was really, really hoping to drive this off the trailer. I thought that'd be really cool, but it's not gonna happen. So yeah, that should do it. Don't break it, just go. All right, guys, we put it in the shade because the sun was literally killing me. But okay, so I blew an ignition fuse. No idea how I did it, but I replaced this. So now we have power to ignition again. I triple checked the head spark, and I just retimed the distributor, and it sputtered for a second. I think it's gonna start. I pulled some timing on it. You wanna try it? Yeah, boy! All right, well, it didn't idle, but that's something. All right, it's at At this point, I'm very convinced it's just a timing issue, so I'm gonna mess with the distributor some more. All right, mess with the timing just a little bit more and see. Let's see if she'll run a little bit smoother. Oh, it's idling. Yes. It's kind of idling. What? It kind of runs like dick, doesn't it?
Sounds like this just reminds me of Don's KA, like just the straight pipeness.
Oh, I know, it's awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Straight piping a KA is never a good idea. It's so loud. All right, well, it's idling. It's idling kind of rough.
You got drinks? No. No drinks?
Come on.
What in the
We're
heck?
thirsty boys. Can we go to CVS?
Huh?
Can we go to CVS?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right.
See if this thing will across the parking lot. You gonna come?
Yeah, mono wiper conversion and all.
Come on, bitch. Oh, there. Oh. It's straight pipes. I hate it. Oh, no power steering sucks. Oh. Oh.
Working hard. Holy shit! We're good.
Yeah! Giddy up!
She's a bouncy bitch.
Woo!
Yeah, boy. Yeah.
I'd give her an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Wow.
Low RPMs, it cruises. So it's definitely like in closed loop and the ignition timing is way the hell off.
It's got a serious misfire, I think.
Nah, she just likes
just how
to
it
likes to bump a little bit. It's a gem.
Yeah.
All right, let's park this bitch.
Okay, sick.
All right,
that
so-
doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
Maybe to.
Blew the ignition fuse again. It's cool. This thing's a little rough. That is.
I would agree. I can't. Get me out of this car.
Well, Brian's eyes saw a nice spark happening, and we figured out why the ignition was being kind of weird sometimes. This is like the neutral safety switch, or the automatic park switch. You have to jump it when you manual stop cars.
Yeah,
And yeah, all it does is put power to it, and it was arcing to the chassis. So we're gonna tape that up and hope it fixes our starting issue.
use the camera as a shield.
Jip, if you're watching this, I stole this from you. Luckily for me, Jip ordered the wrong O2 sensor for his KAT forever ago when we actually worked on it, and he never returned it. So luckily it's the one I need, so we're perfect. Now we can have an O2 sensor. They're scorching hot. That will stuff in our beautiful heat shield. Perfect.
Okay.
I hope that runs a little bit nicer.
We'll see.
Well then. All right, guys, back to the diag mode because it's not running again. So that means something's on its way out because it keeps going on and off. We just checked it for spark. It didn't have spark, so we checked the igniter, and the igniter sparking, which is good. So that means something with the distributor is happening. It might be the wiring because it's a little foo-foo, or it might be the distributor itself.
It's like light cleaning, not too crazy.
This is a temp fix. Beautiful, good as new.
See if we got spark this time.
And Brian said, "Let there be spark."
No spark.
All right, well, we changed igniters, the ignition chip piece, whatever it's called, the module. We cleaned the cap, couldn't get spark back, so we were like, oh, let's check the harness. Rattled the harness, then we have spark. So this thing I think is just old and crusty, and there's something must be grounded itself in here, because once you start playing with the harness, kind of moving it around a little bit, the car runs better and better, and then if you push the harness down, it shuts off. So this harness is a little sketchy, I guess. Hey, she's doing great! It's not breaking up anymore, boys! This is awesome! The whole non-power steering thing really sucks though. it didn't break up. It still doesn't want to idle for shit. I don't think the IAC is literally doing anything. So couldn't up the RPMs to kind of make up for it. But besides that, it was great. The gas pedal feels like shit. There's no power steering, of course, and the exhaust is obnoxious. Straight pipe KAs are way too much. So besides that, I'm pumped it runs. The IAC is literally doing nothing, you could tell. So we're gonna bump the idle up to account for the idle drop and just kind of rig it for now. The idle screw is like locked out, so we kind of pulled it out, locked into a different position, and hopefully this does the trick. Hopefully we don't idle it too high. This thing runs like ass.
Yeah, it's real cherry.
Let's start. Did you see that? All I'm doing is shaking the wire harness.
I know, keep doing it.
Isn't that horrible?
Yeah, so when the IAC doesn't work on these cars, they usually like to idle around 900 to 1,000 RPMs. It's not really ridiculous. High revving in idles always stress me out because I'm an anxious bastard, but it's good, it's safe, it's fine. So, wow, that's a lot of smoke. There we go. Yeah, it idles, it revs down, it smokes the block out. Nice.
All right, so now that I think about it, I haven't opened up the hatch where all the extra parts are. Should probably do it before the sun goes down. All right, so we got some pretty decent door cards.
You guys can have these for $6.
Fuck.
PayPal me.
We got a pig bumper. No one wants this shit. Over fenders, 30 mils, I think.
Oh, cool.
They're not bad.
We'll screw these to something. Yeah, that thing is mint. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible. It just doesn't go out as much as I thought it would.
Look at how straight this line is.
10 mil, the 12 mil, and a 10 other 10 mil.
Wow.
3 10 mils. Sold.
Score.
We made it. All right, so we have our kick panel, radio bezel. I don't know why I didn't have this in. Radio trim, radio bezel, a radio. Was he going full drift car? Some speakers, some hardware. So basically all that little interior stuff that's missing up front, this is where it is. So I'm gonna put this on because this is really nice to have. Look how sick this is.
What you got? Oh, we radio back.
That's like really cool. So I'm gonna put all this stuff back in. I doubt any of it works, but it's gonna look nice. We're gonna get the interior back together. I don't know why it's ripped apart, but now I don't have a shift boot, but this looks a hell of a lot better. Just needs a shift boot, or what you guys call them in England, a gator. See, look how much nicer that looks. Though I do like Justin's style, a clean dash is my favorite thing ever, and this thing is crackless, so we're gonna take these off. I'm sorry, Justin. So nice and clean. I love it. Now, I wonder if I can get these door cards to fit. The mounts are kind of mangled up. Oh, nice. The clips still work. So much better. That makes the car look so much nicer. Sold. Another positive thing, it's a slick top. It's not bad. This car is pretty cool. I didn't go through it too much. Show you guys. It actually has a Mishi radiator, which is really nice. It has dual electric fans, which I have to rewire because they were wired kind of scary. It's got a full ISR exhaust, which you guys can hear. It has rack offset spacers, chopped knuckles, and high angle tension rods, aka they're all angle mods, so it's actually set up pretty well for drifting, besides the fact that it has no power steering. Thing purrs like a kitten. A little bit of breakup.
Well, I'll tell you what. It's a whole hell of a lot better than the last time we drove this thing around.
That's true.
breaking up a little bit.
I feel like we went from like a rodeo, like bucking bronco to a retired racehorse now.
Oh, we're in there. Is she? I think I blew the head gasket.
No, I think the head gasket was blown. It was like straight fucking
oil.
I think this head is shot.
Damn, that kind of sucks.
Either that or the rings are shot.
I know, I'd love to do a compression test on this. What do you think the
I was
compression
gonna
is?
say, let's do a compression test. I completely agree with that.
That sounds like, oh my god, if we have
I'm just
more.
curious to see what the numbers are, honestly.
All right, guys. So you saw me put these brand new spark plugs in this afternoon.
Oh,
It's hot.
that is gross.
That's bad.
Yes, very bad.
Ugh. God damn it. It's a clean shell. Fuck. All right.
Compression tester.
Let's try it out. All right. Stop. 150. It's not bad. 150.
150. All right, here we go.
150. I don't believe it. Damn, guys. So
Compression came back good, which is good. I don't know if it's a crappy compression tester, but 150 down the board, even, not bad for a KA. So it's bad. It's smoking pretty bad. So yeah, but that's about it. So I think I'm gonna end it with right there. Played with the 240 a little bit more than I thought today. I thought I was gonna work on the E36, but it's all right. I had a fun time. I hope you guys liked the content. I hope you
guys enjoy us cleaning this thing up so we can get
ready to sell and make some money, buy a lift, and have a good time as we wait for the parts for the Lexus motor, which probably will be in on Tuesday because I ordered them last night. And then we're gonna be working on this tomorrow, getting this thing all tidied up, and hopefully we can get the majority of it done, and maybe my fan might magically show up. So another long hot day, but there it is. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.